Moving on to the other big story we're tracking. Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi has sparked a row over renaming of Tamil Nadu. He said in a speech that the name Tamizhagam is more appropriate for the state than Tamil Nadu because the latter is reflective of the mindset that Tamils are somehow different and separate from the rest of the country. On Wednesday, speaking at a function held in Raj Bhavan to facilitate the organizers and volunteers of Kashi Tamil Sangamam, Governor Ravi said, unfortunately in Tamil Nadu, there has been a regressive politics that we are dravidians and by virtue of the constitution, we have been brought together. This can be seen as a remark that challenges the entire dravidian politics itself. So, no surprise, the ruling DMK has criticized the governor, claiming that he should stop acting as the second state president of the BJP. First, listen in to what the governor said.
One place, let us say Tamilagam is more appropriate. This land keeps the soul of Bharat, the identity of Bharat, the idea of Bharat. Because the rest of the country suffered a lot of devastation by the foreigners for a very long time. A lot of confusion have happened, a lot of crises have emerged. Somehow here in this land, it has been preserved for several thousand years. So this is the hope to keep this whole Bharat, to rejuvenate this Bharat.
So what can be the arguments for and against each name? Now, Tamil Nadu is relatively new. That can be an argument against it. It was actually brought into use only in 1969. Some can thus say that Tamilagam is better reflective of Tamil culture history. In Tamil Nadu, Nadu means country. That effectively fuels separatism is an argument that comes, and that comes from Dravidian roots, that Tamils are somehow not the same as the rest of the Indians. So, should that name stay? But Tamilagam, as I may be demonstrating right now, can be difficult to pronounce for non-Tamils, and therefore Tamil Nadu has become an accepted name. The big question we asked today, though, is that just the mere suggestion of a name change and the kind of reactions it has evoked, isn't that because of the politics of identity that is really at the core of this debate? Is that what is hurting the DMK most?
Time and again, the Tamil Nadu governor has behaved as a Tamil Nadu BJP spokesperson. It's not an isolated incident. The problem with the statements he makes is that he has forgotten that India is a heterogeneous country made up of ethno-linguistically diverse people.
DMK does is they want to make up the fight between Tamil Nadu and the governor, thus by making people believe that whatever their inefficient incompetence of DMK the bug is being passed on to the governor. So they want to play petty politics around this issue.
We are joined by A. Sarvanan of the DMK. Pradeep Chakravarthy is an author and historian also joining us. We are awaiting the arrival of the BJP representative. But Pradeep, I want to start with you. The talk that the governor gave was more intellectual, it was more academic, but there was a tinge of politics in it. He's talking about the fact that Tamil Nadu is intrinsic to the soul of India and its culture. In the past, he's talked about Sanatan Dharma and how, Sanatan Dharma needs to be, it needs to capture more of the country's imagination and, need to come back into vogue, if I may use that term, because that's the true backbone of the country. What do you make of the reactions it has evoked? That he's some sort of a BJP stooge, that this is BJP narrative. What's wrong in him at least initiating a debate even if you don't agree with him?
Look, I'm very glad he has talked about how Tamil Nadu is the soul for India and all that. I'd love to see that reflected in history textbooks to start with. But I want to go back to the word Nadu, because I think it's a difference between whether it should be Tamilagam or Tamil Nadu. The word in about the first century of the millennium of first century BCE is probably when Tolkappiyam was written. Tolkappiyam is an ancient grammar work. It's one of our most important works. It very clearly says, Vadavengadam Tenkumari Ayide Tamil Korum Nallulagam. So basically, in the Tolkappiyam, which is our most important grammar book in Tamil Nadu, in Tamil language, the word Nadu or Virumbu means something desirable, something I want. So CNN Nadi Naan Vande, I came to listen to CNN, right? So this word Nadu essentially meant a place where people loved Tamil and they spoke Tamil. And by the way, today I think the death knell is not so much whether it should be Tamil Nadu or Tamizhagam. It's about most people in Tamil Nadu not being able to pronounce the letter R, which is unique to Tamil. And I think the day that we have more and more people not being able to say Tamil but say Tamil, I think Tamil is effectively on its path of dying.
So you're saying that the focus should actually be on the Tamil language itself instead of what it should be called?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the word Nadu, by the way, even in it means, originally it means wanting to, desirous. And then by the Chola period, by the Pandya period, Mandalam was a state and Nadu was actually what we call a taluk today. So all our inscriptions that refer to a Nadu, they actually refer to a taluk. Okay. So I don't think the debate should be whether we should change it from Tamil Nadu or Tamizhagam. I think it should clearly be Tamil Nadu because Nadu has been a word that denotes a geographical entity. And actually Tamil Nadu should be from Vadavengadam, which is Tirupati all the way to Kanyakumari. And note that Tolkappiyam includes Kerala. Kerala had no separate identity at that point of time.
Okay, so but let's not get into that.
Tamil Nadu, and I think it should be Nadu because Nadu is a geographical entity today as well. Aham, by the way, has a very different connotation in Tamil. It means the inner heart. So if you look at Sangam poetry, for example, you have Aham and Purananuru. It's more the individual internal heart. So Aham may not be the best word for us to use. And I think stepping aside, we should really stop worrying about whether it should be Nadu or Aham, because the more adults get into problems like this, children are going to be turned away from their love of expressing and reading and being curious about Tamil. So I think the focus should be on getting children to love the language, the literature of what I think is the world's,
I take what you said about the fact that most people in Tamil Nadu itself cannot pronounce these words correctly. I thought I was going to be, of course, one of those people today, but I have my own limitations as not being a Tamil speaking person. But A. Sarvanan is joining us. I want to focus on the politics of this. Sarvanan ji, I don't have a problem if you disagree with what the governor is saying. And of course, you have the right to disagree. But why slander him? That's my curious question to you. Engage in a debate with him like Pradeep is doing. Make the arguments for and against. But what kind of attitude is this that you do this from BJP headquarters, you don't do this from Raj Bhavan? What kind of culture is that?
Because he is acting as a stooge of the RSS. He is peddling an agenda which suits the RSS, which does not behove the constitutional post of the governor.
But sir, why don't you respond to his thought or his statement? Why slander the person? Everything in life cannot be decided by this is pro-BJP or anti-BJP, no?
Because it is ridiculous. What is he talking does not make any sense at all. See, India is a constitutional democracy. We subscribe. India is in existence because of the constitution. He forgets that. He says that. He goes to say that Tamils think that India is in existence only because of the constitution, not otherwise. They have oversensed pride of Dravidian movement. They call themselves Dravidians. Well, what is this? Who is he to speak about all this?
Why not? Who does he have to be? What is your problem with him speaking? I don't like this culture that you can't talk about it. Why not?
Because that is why I told you, any rookie lawyer, they are teaching in 6th standard that in India, the constitution is supreme. When you are talking something which is against the constitution, we will ridicule him.
No, but he is not really speaking against the constitution. He is not speaking against Tamils or the state of Tamil Nadu. Once again. Mr. Sarvanan,
Give me 10 seconds. See, we have a person who is an ex-IPS officer, who is holding the highest constitutional office in the state and does not know the constitution, acts in violation.
But what has he said which is against the constitution? In fact, you are, once again, okay, you've made your point. Mr. Sarvanan, you are lending credence to what the governor has said. One second. I think the governor's larger import indeed was that Dravidian politics tries to keep Tamils separate from the national Indian identity. He has said that there has been regressive politics in the state, Dravidian politics, a narrative that we are not part of the nation, that we are belonging to India only because there is a constitution that came into being in 1947 और उससे पहले हमारा कोई रिश्ता ही नहीं था. Tamil Nadu, he says, goes on to say, indeed holds the soul and identity of Bharat, and he has objected, of course, to the narrative, the whole Aryan divide and Dravidian divide, etc. Don't want to get into that. But you are lending credence, Mr. Sarvanan, when you quote the constitution in this debate, that you find yourself part of India only because of the constitution. Now, is that not wrong? Are you saying that Tamil Nadu's culture and Indian culture and history has no relationship otherwise?
See, all of us are different. What the governor says is, we have to be one. We can be united, but we cannot be uniform. This is the agenda of the RSS and the BJP, saying all of us are one, all of us are one, all of us are not one.
No, he has not talked about uniformity at all. He has talked about recognizing Tamil Nadu for what it is. One second, I've got the BJP representative who's a little late on the show, but let me bring her in. Anandan is joining us. The DMK says that the governor is playing BJP politics in the state. Your response to that and what they've said on this entire Tamil Nadu name issue?
See, the DMK and all the dravidian groups are very notorious for being anti-national. And all these years since they came to power now, they have used the term Ondriyam. What do they mean by that? They were insulting the country by using that term. Now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. And one thing, see, this particular group, they have rejoiced when we did not get independence. So I think they should be taught a lesson. And their own speaker, their own chief minister, how can they teach us? A chief minister who does not wish on a Hindu this thing. And they talk all nonsense here teaching us about. And mind you, Mr. Ravi has been in the police service. He has been in a law enforcing agent. So let them not teach about our national pride and all that to us. First, let them look at themselves and try to reform themselves. And how much enjoyment they were telling when they called us Ondriyam. They can insult a little word, the truth they are not able to accept. It is Tamizhagam. Why Tamil Nadu? We are not separate from India. We are a part of Tamil Nadu. Let them go to nursery school and start learning about our national pride.
Okay, so ultimately at the center of this is identity politics. Yes, Mr. Sarvanan, respond to that. Yeah. This is basically because your Dravidian politics model has come under question.
No. See, the problem here is this. We want to ensure that our identity is intact. When we are saying we want our identity to be intact, they brand us as anti-national. This is going on, but who are the RSS? Who is this lady? This lady is the supporter of Godse. This lady is against Gandhiji. But they come and preach us about national unity, national love for our nation. This is a Godse lover.
The people who wrote to Britishers, don't give us independence.
And these are the
people who wrote to British saying that don't give independence. They are talking about their national heritage and pride.
She is a representative of the BJP, but she will not worship Gandhiji.
अरे उससे इसका क्या लेना देना है?
You have nothing else to talk about.
One second. Can I please come in? Mr. Sarvanan, please don't bring in all other aspects into this. I am not questioning your opposition to the BJP. No, one second. I'm sorry, Mr. Sarvanan.
Don't give us independence.
One second, one by one, please. Mr. Sarvanan, I don't think you do credence to your argument by saying so and so doesn't have a right, so and so doesn't have a right. All of us have equal rights to talk about issues. One second. Please answer my question.
Yes.
You believe yourself to be separate from rest of India or not?
See, I am a Tamilian. I am a Tamilian, Tamil-speaking Indian. Tamilian is my identity.
So, इसमें इतना बड़ा बवाल. One second. So, why did you get so enraged? Why did you get so enraged when the governor suggested Tamizhagam instead of Tamil Nadu? He is not suggested naming after some other state or language. No. Why have you become so enraged?
Because the constitution, that is why I said why the governor requires such a treatment, because the constitution says Tamil Nadu.
These are the people who burned the constitution.
Who is this chap? Who is this guy? to go against the constitution? When
He's
the
not
constitution says
spoken
Tamil
against the
Nadu, who is he to
constitution.
introduce
He's
some
just
other name
triggered a
and
debate.
say we
In
should
the
call this
spirit
name?
of a good debate, have a debate. Don't attack the person. Attack the idea, not the individual. Let me give
Because
one
this
second. No,
person,
you've had
the
your
idea-
say. I
because-
have about 30
because-
seconds left. Anandan. The other issue also is that is the governor's office being used to promote a certain kind of political ideology? That may be a fair question to ask. Mr. Anandan, please respond quickly.
I can't hear anyway. See, these are the same people who burnt the constitution. So what? How can they talk about the constitution? And the same people who wrote to British to say, don't give independence. What national pride have they got? And the speaker who talks about praising, is he being fair? Is the chief minister being fair? So let them not talk about being
Are you
fairness
fair,
or
madam?
decency or anything.
When you
Okay.
profess your,
Okay,
when you
to do
profess
why
your
is
right
this
to
issue
birthday,
becoming such a
are you fair
bitter
to do
political
that?
fight is
Are
actually
you
the
fair
biggest
to
issue
answer?
here.
Please answer this.
Let's just discuss and debate, and it's okay
And
in
they
the
have a
spirit
new
of discussion
formula
and
for
debate.
banning.
Let's not
They have
attack
a new
individuals
formula
for
when they
floating an
call them all
idea.
names.
This is not
That's not
personal
great
attack.
politics.
This is not
But
a
is
personal
it
attack.
because the
But only
identity
about
politics
that.
of the Dravidian parties is coming under question
He's
that
like
the
a
governor is
cracked
attacking, and
record,
he's free to do so.
repeating the same
But anyways,
thing.
I have to leave it at that. I've run out of time. I do thank all of our guests for joining us. Have to slip into a very short break. On the other side, some of the day's biggest stories.